Thanks for stopping in today. I'm so glad that you're here. Today we're going to talk about how do you pay off your mortgage faster, which is so important and obviously a topic that people are very, very interested in. Today's topic, below that topic of how to pay your mortgage off faster, is basically by using bi-weekly payments. Now, there's a lot that kind of goes into this. Make sure you get your notepad if you need it because you don't want to make mistakes with this. Now, one of the main mistakes that people make is they think, oh, a bi-weekly mortgage, well, I just take my payment and cut it in half. And that's actually not how it works. Bi-weekly is 26 times a year, not 24. And so, as an example, let's say if your mortgage is $1,250 a month, you're going to multiply that times 12. That's $15,000. I'm sorry, I did that wrong. So if it's $1,250, you're actually going to multiply it times 13, not 12, because you are paying an extra payment each year when you're doing this, right? So $1,250 times 13 equals, and then divide that by 26. That's going to give you $625. I'm going to do that again. So $1,250 times 13 times instead of 12 times. Divide that by 26. That's going to give you $625 bi-weekly. Okay. So what you want to do is, some people think, well, this doesn't make any sense. Well, the ways that it makes sense is it actually will pay down your principal faster, which ends up saving you more interest in the long term. It's easier for some people to pay bi-weekly than to make a whole extra monthly payment once a year in one lump sum. So a lot of people might even deviate from that. But see, if you can set up either directly through your mortgage company, which that is offered so much more than it was 10 years ago, you can set it up directly through your mortgage company. You can set it up through a third-party company, which is available as well. Or the third way is you can manage it on your own. Now here's the three different things that are important about each one. So with the mortgage company handling it, that is like the easiest because they know they're putting all this extra money toward principal because they know the purpose for the bi-weekly mortgage and they're setting up the auto debits that way. It's super simple, easy, and clean, okay? And let's say the second set is second choice is where you go through a third-party company. Well, they're going to charge you fees for that. I don't know how much. It's nominal, but honestly, what is nominal these days? I mean, you work hard for every single dollar that you get. So even if it's $20 a month, I mean, that's $20 a month that you could be saving. So they're going to charge you a fee for that. And what they're going to do is they're going to put in there that these additional payments are going to principal. Because if you don't say that they're going to principal, they can go to escrow. And that's definitely not something that you want to have. They can go to interest or they can go to, they can go to principal or they can go to escrow. And you want to make sure that it's going to principal. And then the third way is where you manage it on your own. And it's a little harder, and here's what I mean by that. You always want to make sure that every single payment that goes in, it's noted that the extra money is going toward principal, okay? The overage is going toward principal. And hopefully if you've got auto pay through your bank, they've got a spot to do a memo. Or if you're writing a check and mailing it, that's a lot easier, of course, because you can write it in the memo. But you want to make sure that extra money goes toward that principal so you can save interest in the long term and pay your mortgage off even faster. Here's another huge, huge, huge tip. Let's say that you're going with a third-party company or you're going to handle it yourself. If your payment is $1,250 and you send in $625, then what's going to happen with that is they're going to send it back to you because it's a partial payment. So what I always say is you need to make an extra full-blown monthly payment. Don't tell them it's for anything. Just, here's my payment. Oh, 2 weeks later, here's my payment. Now you know you're ahead. Now get on the bi-weekly. That way you're always paid ahead and they don't send you a partial payment back and they never report you late on your mortgage. That is so, so, so important. You want to pay ahead so that you're never reported late. Now, here are some other examples of just some numbers for you. If you make $3,000 a month in mortgage payments now, that is 12 payments a year of $36,000, okay? If you make biweekly payments of $1,500, then you're making 26 payments, like we talked about, at less, of course, but more payments, which totals $39,000, which is going to help to pay that principal down faster. That extra $3,000 that you pay in this example should go directly to the principal, and therefore your loan will amortize more quickly and require fewer payments, therefore ending up with you paying less interest. I hope that makes sense. So keep in mind it's 13 payments and not 12. I love the biweekly if you can set it on any kind of auto pay through your bank, or if you go third party, or especially if the mortgage company will offer the biweekly, because every single little bit helps and it allows you to pay it off quicker and pay less interest. Let's do, versus if you're just promising yourself you're going to make that one extra principal payment every year, life happens and we forget. And when do we pay it? Like maybe when you get a tax refund, but then you're probably paying off Christmas debt if you're like most people, right? So I find this is an easier way to attack it and try to get that mortgage paid off quicker. Let me give you a couple of other examples. Let's say if the mortgage payment is $1,465, and then let's do one at $2,135. Okay. $1,465 times 13 divided by 26 is $732.50. Biweekly, $2,135 times 13 divided by 26 is $1,067.50. And again, that is biweekly. Now, whether you're looking to pay your mortgage monthly like most people do, or biweekly, or whether you're looking for a 10, 15, 20, 25, or 30-year loan, the Weeks team can help you. I've been a loan officer for over 18 years, and we would love to assist any way that we can. We're at 985-300-LOAN or weeksteam.com. Please keep tuning in for more informational videos like this, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.